Tulsa, Oklahoma, home to the Tulsa Golden Hurricane in Skelly Field, where the fans have gathered and they are ready to see those Hurricanes gather some strength. What a matchup we have today. Momentum has been building each and every week, and now these two undefeated teams will square off. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Canes will kick it off to get us underway. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And I think if you're on defense here, you've got to be alert, right? Are they going for it here on 4th down?
They'll try to get him on the fake. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught in the backfield, it's Stevens. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Runs through the tackle. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. To make a play, he just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Floats it out in space. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one. And that ball is picked off.
Intercepted by Miami. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
The offense set for a first down play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Hard running there.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Inside the 30. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Miami! What a catch and run for 6. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Looking for a crease. It's York. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. The give to the left. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Tulsa wasting no time. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Tulsa.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's James. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field.
A shot toward the end zone. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's just excellent coverage. Cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows.
Picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 7, Tulsa 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On second down, he's looking downfield. Finds the big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive game. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to run for it. Shakes off the defender. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, he's going for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep, and that's going to open up your running game later on.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Stevens. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Canes! And once he got loose, it was all over. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Michigan State notched a victory in enemy territory. And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from East Lansing is worth its weight in gold to the Spartans. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's going to run it. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Coming after it. incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On second down, wants to throw it. Setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an
and it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over.
Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tulsa. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Gets open down the middle. They'll immediately call timeout.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Unleashes one deep. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Banks. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Stevens. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he's coming out of the end zone. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Tulsa will kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Levis. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? They'll try to power their way ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Quarterback checking the play. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Miami. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man out of the backfield. At the 35, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll throw it on first down. He lets one fly deep. He's got it at the 30. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. The snap sets up the throw. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Miami, 31, Tulsa, 13.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Levis. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right?
He'll take a deep shot here. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Hurricane. And the stomping has commenced.
Number 86.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. And down he goes back at the 3.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's 2 options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
On second down, wants to throw. Dumps it off in the flat.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the grab close to the logo. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stevens. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. And no doubt about it, an easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked.
Fires toward the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. With jet sweep pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. They're working that left side. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Miami 38, Tulsa 13.
Fresh set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right. At the 35, he's loose. He's off to the races. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, they come up with a huge play. They're going to be down in the red zone now. And I think, David, the mentality changes a little bit for a defense, right? Playing at this position of the field?
Yeah, the field shrinks. Now it becomes a little bit easier to play more man coverage, you know, down in that red area. But giving up the big pass play, it's a backbreaker. You want to make them earn it down the field, not give up these big plays. But the QB saw it right away, and really good job of executing and making the big play.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tulsa. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. smashes it through for the PAT. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Powers through the defender. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching. Keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They'll send out the kicker here. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Iowa is getting dominated today. And friends, the folks in Iowa City deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker of a showing.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Trying to get to him. Caught on the outside. It's York. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. the 17. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He's got the tight end. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but
he's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Throws to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff understanding